A truck driver has to cope with strict rules and fill out trucking forms on their day-to-day operations. Driving hours tallied in 24 hours should be recorded in a logbook. Truckers are compelled to monitor their whereabouts and time spent while driving or off-duty hours. Forms must be filled out accurately by truckers or they could be fined for incorrect reports. Misrepresentation or distortion of facts makes drivers accountable for possible prosecution. Truckers should learn the proper way of accomplishing trucking forms. The logbook of truck drives consists of dates, carriers' names, truck numbers, and total mileage. Within 24 hours, drivers must report if they drove more than one vehicle for the day. Truckers must state actual startup time, names of other drivers, and cargo being carried. Identify your point of origin in the space identified as from line, as well as destination in the space to line. Drivers are also expected to input their movements/location on the graph framework of these trucking forms. The grid has a box for each hour of that particular day. It contains marked sections divided into 15-minute interludes. Drivers can show if they are driving, off-duty, sleeping, or stationary. Truckers must log their duties through the straight line that passes along the midpoint of the activity column. Logbook rules for hours of service vary based on the commercial motor vehicle CMV being driven and cargo. Truckers conveying merchandise can drive for 11 hours continuously after a break of 10 straight hours. Identify the city, town, and state along with the nearest milepost and main road for accuracy. The trip envelope is also among the primary trucking forms. These are meant to monitor and organize trip costs, which include fuel consumption, toll fees, miscellaneous expenses, and mileage. The envelope is long-lasting and measures 9x12 inches. This is where drivers keep all receipts and stubs for every trip. It is custom printed with the company name, telephone numbers, and business address. Trucking forms can also include insurance documents for the type of consignment carried by the driver. For instance, the insurance is specified clearly. If the trucker carries dangerous goods or liability insurance, it will protect the drivers and vehicles in case of accidents. Truckers are also required to bring with them a process form provided by the Department of Transportation. This form is a notice if people want to file claims against the trucking company. Inspection reports are part of standard trucking forms. Motor carriers require drivers to submit complete written reports at the end of each workday. This covers operated vehicles, except for freight containers operated by providers of intermodal equipment. The report generally covers parts and accessories such as service brakes and trailer connections, parking brakes, tires, steering mechanisms, lights and reflectors, horns, windshield wipers, wheels and rims, and emergency gear. Trucking firms should see to it that their drivers are properly educated about these trucking forms and their uses.